But hello there. So this is that side. And I am going to like bring it down. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do this side of the head. So I got to look at this in order for me to see what's happening here. Okay. So we're going to put this in the back. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, this is what I was feeling. Like, what is this? Oh, what is that? Did I put something back there? Felt like I had like a barbie in or something. Oh, it was caught in the cone. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like give a explanation to why I think this length of hair is a 26 or 28. I'm gonna kind of give an explanation of why I started going on, because I used to just like I used to always get short hair. I used to start one time when I started wearing wigs, I would wear 12-inch. So 12 inches was right about right here. And that had something to do with the church. You know, that had something to do with trying to put on an image, you know? Trying to be like non-noticeable, trying to be non-recognizable, trying to be, you know, like, let me not wear this length, because if I wear this length, then I don't got no connection to God. You know what I'm saying? There was a color here that I had. If I remember, I will link it in this video. But there was like a brownish, it was like, there was like a highlighted here with streaks in it. So it was like black, brown, honey brown, you know. But the main color was, the roots was black, and then you had all the different colors in it. So I'm presuming that this side, I mean, it's not that. Let me see. I sit you here now, because then you're going to be seeing, let me see, let's move this. Let's see. Okay, you're going to, let's see if I can go off the bed. Okay. So yeah, I was kind of worried. So this particular time, I don't know, I think it was some kind of thing we was having. it was something. Maybe it wasn't nothing. Sometimes I just be like, I want to change my hair. Let me try another color. Because I used to just get black. That's what I want to say. I used to keep 12 inches that was right here. And I never really tried color, So I just focus on making sure that I looked good for everybody else. Now, I'm not going to say I didn't look good for myself, but I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't too crazy with how I looked. I didn't like the hair at times. I didn't like how it made me look. Made me look like kind of old looking and stuff like that. I'm probably going to have to curl this one over because this one is kind of like, for me looking down, it don't look like it's dropping, but it looked like it's dropping in this video. Okay. So, I was like, okay. I started wearing just a 12 inch. Stayed with the 12 inch. Didn't too much worry about that, Because sometimes my daughter, I would feel for her. She didn't too much want to always be sewing, Because I went to different people, do my hair, but that was at that time. As time went on, age started stepping in. And I had to go to my daughter to do my hair. And I taught her well. She's a hairstylist today. Even though she worked for my husband, y'all want some braids in your hair, y'all want a wig on your head, y'all want some bundles in your hair, she could do it. I taught her well. Okay, so I can't really see what I'm doing here, so we're just going to do it to the best of my ability. Okay, so now, so then I put this color wig in, and I have a video. I got a video that I taped me singing. It was for my aunt's memorial, which was in January, to be exact. Because her memorial is every January. She died January 20th. So anytime around that time, maybe I need to heighten it up some because it's not really curling tight. So whatever, yeah, you look better from this side. So, okay, so I put that wig on, and then I'm trying to think when I actually started going long. I think I went long. Yeah, I was still in the Bronx. And I had went and I ordered some here. I went from 12 to 14 to 16. And one time I went and bought a 16 wig. And when I put it on, it was mad long. But it was a synthetic wig. And I liked it the color. It was like a Auburn orange looking color. Looked real nice. I liked it the brand. And it allowed me to put heat to it. So I got fascinated with that. And that was about, when I found out about it, was 28 inch. So, but I was so nervous going to church because I was like, well, these people is not going to be accepting all this hair on my head. They're going to be like, what is wrong with this? I draw it. But I went on, I wore it. And I wore that color. Right? And I kept that color going for a while. I kept that on for a while. And I would switch, and it got so that I would buy a wig. I was starting to change colors of my hair quite often because I would like wake up, or by the end of this week I was like, oh no, it's time for me to try another color or get another wig like that. So when I would go into the wig store, whatever whatever would catch my eye that I think would look nice on me, because I didn't too much try wigs on in the store. Whatever would look nice on me, then I would buy it. So I got burgundy. I think every other week I was putting on a new. Hmm, I think every other week I was putting on a new wig, and so it's kind of new to the people, and things were said whatever, but you know me, I always dress for me. I never really dressed for no one. Never did, because I never was one with weight. My clothes never fitted me right because I didn't really know how to buy clothing. Because growing up, I wore my grandmother clothing, and it was kind of nice to me, so that's what I wore. And nobody never complained about how I dressed because I would just go in my grandmother's closet and get her clothes. So even though they knew it was grandma clothes, but it was okay. It was baggy on her. It was old looking on her. This is the thoughts that I'm thinking from other people. The colors was bad, but it don't matter because that's her grandmother's clothes. She all right. So now I went on, and after me and my husband split up, I got into a relationship with this guy, right? And the guy was into fashion, right? And he would buy me clothes, right? He would buy them from a book. Back in the day, like early 70s, 80s, you would order your clothes from Lane Bryan, what's the other store? Strawberries. There was another store that was sold, but then they had stores where you got books. Do y'all remember J.C. Penney? You would get the books from there and be thick magazine where you go through it and pick your clothes and order it like that, right? So he would order me different clothes. We would go out on like cocktail dates, minus the cocktail. And you would have to get all dressed up. One time he took me to this big prestige theater to see some kind of show, right? And it was very nice. And he bought the outfit for me to wear. One time we was going out, he bought me this dress. It had like gold at the top, like shimmery gold, and the dress was form fitting, but not tight. And it fit me nice. It was spaghetti straps. It was black, and the top was gold. And when I put it on and came out, my friends was there and stuff, and they was like, "Wow, you look! Oh my goodness, you look so nice." And I even was liked it how I look. So I started buying my clothes that was kind of form fitting to me, but not tight. Even though being that I didn't know how to buy them like he did, a lot of my clothing were tight, right? So he was telling me that no, you don't have to wear clothes as bigger than you for you to look nice or be connected to the church. He said you can still dress nice. You can still buy clothing that fits you. Not tight, that's a different concept, he was saying. He said you buy the clothes that fits you, right? So, oops, I'm sorry. So I was like, okay. So sure enough, I started going to different stores that was churchy to buy me some church clothes that fitted me. But unfortunately, when I would go to these stores, the stores will only have church clothes. And what I mean by church clothes, they had the bling bling on them. They had the skirts with the splits in the back, and at that time they wasn't too crazy with splits. And if I was very, I was very wide legged, right? Since I was bow legged, My legs are short. I took, come on. What's going on here? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, let's put this back on again. Okay, let me focus right quick on this. Okay, there we go. So, because I was wide legged, and when I say wide legged, I mean a wide stepper, right? Due to the fact of me having short legs, I step wider with shorter steps, if that makes sense. So I couldn't get no dress or skirt that was too tight because I'd be walking like this, right? So being that I was very slim, and some people call it skinny, being that I was very skinny, I don't know, I'm not really getting this. Let me see something. Let me try the regular. Let me see. Let me go here. Okay, let's go. Let's go all the way down. Okay. Just want to see how this curl comes. I'm gonna do it as a regular curl instead of as a wand curl, because that's what these are. These over here are wand curls. Okay. So, oops, I'm trying not to. Okay, so with knowing that, I had to buy my clothes because I didn't really know too much about clothes now. Remember what I'm telling you? A lot of people will come in here, not too many. Okay, not too many little people. There wasn't too many little people like me in my church. Everybody, oops, I'm over here spraying me. Everybody had some weight on them except for me. At that time, I think I was weighing about 112. That's what I always weigh. So, okay, so this is this kind of curl. I don't know what I want to keep doing it. Okay, so let me see. I think it's this one. I can't look at this. I gotta look at this one. I'm confused. So, all right. So what I did was I started getting. Look here. I started getting my clothes from Danny's. Uh, Sometime I would go on Rainbow. Let me see where I would go. If they was having a big service, like a Women's Day service or a banquet or something, I didn't have to worry too much about that. But as time went on, I would go into Macy's, right? And that's where I started buying my church clothes from. You know, if I just wanted casual, I would go to Dennis. And what I did, I wore a lot of Cambies. For y'all who know what Cambies is, just those little, you know, those little shirts, spaghetti strap shirts. You know, I would wear a lot of those underneath my suit jackets. So what I would did, I wouldn't buy too many dresses because dresses didn't take too well to me. So what I will buy is suits. I will always go looking for a suit. Very seldom bought a skirt. I will always look for a suit. And then I would get the Camby to match the suit. Or I would get the Camby of another color, depending on what color the suit was. Right? So with that's how I would dress. So my hair would be, let's get to the hair. So I would always, now I'm getting my hair sold in. So I would buy my hair online. Very seldom went into the store, buy my hair online. So just 2000, very seldom I bought Raw or Remy hair, something like that. I would get it sometimes from the beauty supply store, right? So once we moved out, I got kind of put out of my Bronx, my Brooklyn apartment here, and we had to go to the Bronx. I had to go into the shelter. I which thing I'm using here? I forgot this side. So I got to get connected with. I was buying my hair from online. Let me get it together. I was buying my hair online, but then when I went into the shelter in Queens, I got connected to. There was a raw hair person. Excuse me. That, well, let me say human hair. It wasn't raw. I don't have raw hair, so I know what it consists of. Excuse me. So she had good human hair, right? And I went to her and I bought some hair, and my daughter did my hair, right? And that hair lasts me. Just like I said, I will put it in, keep it in my hair 6 months, a year, whatever, because I had to get it when I could afford it, you know. So I started buying her hair. After I even came to the Bronx, I still bought her hair. Then I went searching online for raw hair, and it came up. A company came up called Raw Hair Boutique. I started buying my hair from them. That's my go-to because that hair is good. That one in the Bronx, I mean that one, and the Queens hair store lady, and they had good hair, right? It was human hair, but not raw. But if I wanted raw, I knew where to go. There was a young lady. Her name is Star. You probably heard me talk of her. I can go to her to get raw hair. She's just like very high. And I was supposed to take a trip out to her business to buy some hair, but that trip never took place. But I will still go out there one of these days. I'm going to get out there if it's Lord's willing. So anyway, making a long story short and moving right along. And so I started buying hair from the different places like that. Raw Hair Boutique, the Lady in Queens, Star. And so once I got put back into the Bronx, my daughter was doing my hair. Because I was in the Bronx about 6 years. From 1921 to 2023. Yeah. 6 years I was in the Bronx. Right? From 2019 to 2025. Right. So we I was passing by this. I was walking by, I normally walk to go to the bus, and I saw the gold hair, right? I said, "Oh, I like that. This is like my 2025 birthday." But I saw her like, I went there like in October, November, something like that. No, maybe it was like November, December, right? And she was like, I asked her how much it cost. She told me how much it cost. So I started paying. Started paying on it. But I was going to have, at first I was going to have my daughter put it in, but then once I found out that she do it, so I said, all right, we're going to do it you. So I went and paid for it, and she put that gold here in my hand. This is 2024. Yeah, 2024, I believe. Is it 24? 24 years, because we left out in 24. No, we left out from the year 2024. Moved in 2019, moved out 2024, went to the shelter, stayed a year, and moved. No, anyway, that's not important. The thing is that it was my birthday coming up. And yeah, I was going to Sight and Sound for a trip. And I went to her on the 6th. My birthday was the 8th. And we wasn't leaving until the end of the month. The end of March to go to the trip. Because we were going to stay, I think, 3 nights or something like that in PA. So the long hair, that's what I was getting at, right? So once I started going with the 26, she's the one with the gold hair, right? When she gave me the gold hair and put it in my head, it was so long. You see where this one come up about right here, right? And that's me like this. So when I pulled the back of that hair down, that hair was so long. I was like, oh no. I said, this is gonna be a problem. But I liked it. I liked it. I liked it the length. I liked it the color. That's why I got it back in my hair again. And that's my signature color, gold. Right? And that Christmas I was putting on turning about a new leaf and everything, right? I was like, okay, I'm going to be me. I am stepping into who I am now. The Lord was working with me. The Lord was speaking to me. Certain doors was opening, doors was closing, revelations was coming. I mean, I had a totally in Christ relationship with the Lord. So I was like, when I go on my birthday, I want to be me. I want to dress for me. I don't want to dress for nobody. I don't want to be worrying about, I don't want to be like, I'm not going to put this on because they feel this kind of way. Are they going to say this? Are they going to say that? Mm-mm. I want to put it on and wear these colors and wear this length and wear this outfit because I'm comfortable in it, because I like it, right? All right. Yeah.
So they're gonna see him, but his appointment was for early this morning, and they're stating that wound care is not in the morning, like they don't have it like all day. So he's supposed to come at the time he was supposed to come at, but because he didn't, they're gonna try to squeeze him in. And
Okay.
it's what the podiatry is gonna see him instead of the wound care. So it's gonna be a little late or whatever. So I told Nation that we should be first priority due to the factor of that.
What? Say again? I don't understand.
I said, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't understand what you're saying.
Hold on. Okay, you can hear me now? Can you understand me and everything now?
Yeah. What you did?
What did I do? Nothing. He came here for his appointment, but being to the fact that his appointment was for earlier this morning, the wound care people is in the morning, and being to the fact that he came in the afternoon and they're not here in the afternoon, the podiatrist is going to see him, but it's going to be a little wait.
Okay.
So they don't know how long it's going to be, but they're going to see him. So I don't know how long they going to wait or how it's going to go. But in the meantime, they're gonna print out all the appointments for him, and with Floyd's supposed to go to and all that other stuff because you should have seen us trying to find out where he's supposed to go.
Yeah, I could imagine because that's what the lady asked me. Like, well, you know where he's going? I said, no, I don't.
Give me a warning, so So with that being said, I had to take him back to where he did his surgery at, which was 5, and then they told me where to go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're here now, so I just wanted to keep close to let you know what's happening. So
okay,
that's what's going on.
All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so I got a phone call. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. My daughter's letting me know they got there and all this other stuff. Okay. All right. So this is my birthday, and I was like, this is what I want to wear. I want to wear this color. Trust me, I was nervous. I got the hair put in my head a week before my birthday. So my birthday was the 8th. I got it put in the 4th. So my birthday was in that next week. So that gave me, because that gave me a chance to go to church with the color. So that way I can see how people react and see how I felt with their reaction. So now, upon going into church with this gold color in my hair, I think it was a little bit brighter though. People were surprised. People looked kind of funny because all I wore was black. At that time, I was wearing, I stayed in the brown color because the brown was like toned down and had black always in there. And just like I said, when I did those urban colors and stuff, I wore, but I would always wear like in a ponytail so people would not feel uncomfortable with the color. And I'm trying to understand. Now that I'm thinking, why would they feel uncomfortable? It's not on their head. It's not on their head, right? It's on my head. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So this is how I was. I was always thinking about someone else. You know, whatever somebody wanted me to wear, I wore. Whatever somebody wanted me to say, I said. Whatever somebody wanted me to do, I did. You know what I'm saying? It never was what I wanted. I'm going to say some of it may have been what I wanted, you know? Because sometimes I would want something and I would get denied for it, don't get it. And then God will open up the door where the people, where that person or whoever it was that denied me would have no other choice but to allow me to do it or give it to me, however it is, right? So, okay, so let me get this together. Okay, we're on this side. Oops. Okay. I'll put this. It's so hard to do. I'm not going to do this again. It's hard for me to do my hair on a live. Okay, so let's break this up. Put this up. I got to eat something. I got nausea. Haven't eaten nothing. I'm just sitting here drinking coffee. Okay, so I thought it was gonna be easier for y'all to see this side, but it ain't even. But I got the video. I'm videotaping from my phone, and the person gave me an idea. They said to put the camera on the side that I'm sitting. You hear the train? I ain't far from the train. I don't even know. This could have went. It could have went with the other. But we're gonna put it with this. I can feel the dead split ends, you know? Make no sense. So I put that cover on and I went into church. Everybody was kind of surprised. You know, they didn't say too much, you know. But I can tell they wasn't too crazy about it, you know. And then I went to this other church. I went to our church, had to go to another church this particular Sunday. And I went there and the person was like, oh my goodness, I love this blonde. This looks very nice on you. Ooh, I love the hair. So, you know, you get a compliment. When you think you look looking busted and somebody comes along and lets you know that you look nice, you know, you kind of like pick up your spirits. So I got used to the long hair because the short hair didn't do too much, especially black. Black short hair. You know, y'all can go through some of my videos and you'll see some of them with all my hair color, probably up to about 2019, 20. Should I say from maybe 2019 on, y'all will start seeing me putting colors, like deep colors in my hair. You know, I started out with highlights first, like a burgundy reddish highlight. You know, I always was like drawn to that red because I had to preach a message one time and on a platform service in the church, and we had to speak on the colors, the Bible colors, the colors in the Bible, that is, and speak on what they meant. And my color was blue. But I did a little study on all the colors. I was like, let me see what all these bad boys mean. And red represented the color of Jesus' blood. And ever since then, I was like, what? Because it was this thing that saints ain't supposed to be wearing red. Because it was Jezebel's color. Did they not know that Jezebel she was a person, but when somebody put on anything that they want to connect with her, it's not what they putting on. It was her spirit that God didn't like. It wasn't her. It wasn't what she had on. It was how she was using what she had on. So that's where the makeup came in at. That you're not supposed to wear makeup because it's the Jezebel spirit. You're not supposed to wear no jewelry. You're not supposed to wear no nail polish, no eyelashes. I mean, I don't wear them anyway, but I'm just naming out things that may have been connected to this Jezebel lady in their eyes. When all it was, if I'm correct, is that she would fix her face up, I guess, and tie her hair up or something like that, put her makeup on, or paint her face, that's what we would call back then, and go sit at the window. And from what I was told, that the men of God would be tempted by her, and her house was the path to, whether it was to the temple or the path to wherever they had to go that dealt with the Lord. And half of the men, I believe, I haven't, which actually I gotta read it now, which I don't think half of the men made it to the temple because they stopped at her house. I mean, it's not funny, but the concept of how people look at things. So every time people see somebody with some makeup on and got some some makeup on, some nail polish, some jewelry, got their face painted up whichever way, got all these color hair on or whatever. Now you got the Jezebel spirit. You know you're Jezebel. Mind you, you don't have the spirit, but you're Jezebel. Right? So now because you're Jezebel, there's certain things that's not appropriate for you to do. You know, because you're Jezebel now. You know? So they done took the saint off your name and done put Jezebel there. And that's all they see. You know? They don't see the God in you. They don't see that maybe God can work with this Jezebel. Is that my headphone? Yeah. You know? So that's where it came in at with me feeling the way I felt. That I would hear it so much. But I didn't like how the black hair was starting to make me look. And I liked the lighter colors on my face because it kind of like lifted me up. You know? It lifted me up. So that's what I started going for. You know? So like my daughter, the one that's deceased, she said, "Mommy, why don't you stop wearing black?" She said, "Black make you look old." I said, "Really, Tandra?" She said, "Yeah, Mommy." I never changed my color though. So what she would do, she would make me get a bang. She said, "Mama, get a bang." I said, "A bang?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "A bang makes you look younger." Let me just take off So I didn't too much get bangs, but I would get layers. Oh, that was the thing I would get. Layers. Okay, let me see. Which way? Let me see. Go this way. So I would get layers, right? I got bang. I got a picture of me with a bang. I got that bang that time. I did do it. And when I came back and showed her, she said, "Oh, Mommy, you look so much younger." And I got a lot of compliments. A lot of compliments with that style. I got it long, right? I got it sewed in, and then the bang was cut. And I gotta say, it did make me look much younger. Even that picture that was taken with the hairstyle, I looked it. I had to be like in my 40s, but I looked it like I was early 30s. Somebody told me that recently. They were saying, "Oh my God, you what? You." They looked at my age. It was some nurse or something. She was like, you She said, "Wait a minute, what's your date of birth?" So I told her. She said, She said, "You do not look like you in your 60s." I said, "Oh, mm, mm, but I am." She said, "No, you do not look like that." I said, "Well, how old are you?" That was the first time I ever asked anybody. And half the time they don't even tell you. You know, people be like, "Ooh, you look young," but they never, ooh, they never tell you what you actually look like. They never tell you the age that you look. you know? So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna bring these away from me like that. So we'll put that way. So this girl, when she said it, I said, well, how old do I look? And she was like, you look in your 30s. I said, no. She said, yeah. I said, oh my goodness, is this what I look? I know y'all can comment. I don't mind. Y'all can tell the truth. Say, no, you don't. You do look like you 60. It's all right. I ain't gonna feel even if you say I look 70 or 80. I ain't gonna feel bad. Because after all, I am old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna feel no kind of way because y'all telling the truth. You know? Oh, this hair is so rugged. I'm ready to take it out. I got another wig, and I might wind up taking it off. I got another old wig, another um what you call it? Another gold wig, right? And push come to shove, I go to the store and buy me a wig and take this one off, right? You know, because I can't deal with all the. I can't buy no human wig because a human wig is running a good one. I bought some that was $500. You know. So I can't get a human wig, but I probably can get a synthetic wig or a human blend wig. Some of them run about, you got a nice human hair for about $60, $70, something like that, or 100, you know. But if you want a good human wig, you want to pay some money. And those $50 one, I mean those $400 ones was Brazilian, human Brazilian or Remy or something, but it's black. It's no color. I never really. It's kind of hard to find human hair in the beauty supply store in colors. You know, you want color, you want to get a synthetic wig. So they did a. All right, so I'm about finished. You have a comment update. Go ahead. Okay, so wait a minute. I think that's it, right? Yeah, I think it is. So now we got this wig. This wig, you hear me? I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna see if I can get this a little bit more more tighter. And put some more grease on it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take it up like this, right? Let me see which way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go like that, right? Put it up. Let it get its little self, and then we're gonna turn it down like this. Actually, it needs to go another way. So, oh wait, do I got some? Oh yeah, I got another hair here. It's hard for me to really pay attention to how this is because I'm in another side. Okay, so we're going to do this. Step by itself. Here's another piece of hair that actually goes in here, which is supposed to be in here. Okay, let us don't know. I got to eat me something. I think about going sit down in a restaurant and eat. I gotta see which restaurant. I got the Spanish restaurant. It's time for me to eat some food. I feel I got the French fries and the chicken, but I don't know whether I want the rice and the beans and the stew chicken. Okay. All right, let me take that pizza here, which is here. Right. Okay, I can't even see. That. Hold it up. Okay. Oops. Is that this one? Where is it? Right here. Okay. So let's see. All right. So this is the stupidity my hair looks right now. Okay. So this is the one where I. Okay. Let me just spray it right quick. All right. We're right back. We're gonna take this one in the bathroom with me. You're gonna stop the live.